been, actually I should say Lake Leelanau, Michigan.
Yeah.
And so far in this second half, I would say the energy and pace has shifted a little bit more towards the Snowbirds. The Eagles right now trying to stave off this Snowbird push in this third quarter. The Snowbirds' defensive tenacity has picked up, but the Eagles have been doing a good job of still executing at a high enough rate to keep the Snowbirds at bay here.
Yeah.
Rex Bunick now brings it up the court for the Eagles here, looking to get a post entry to Luke Bramer on the out of timeout play. He picked up his dribble as he finds Cody Courtier, who's being guarded by Wall. Jacobson up top versus Bunick. Bunick has a double dribble violation called against him, and a turnover for the Eagles. Back-to-back turnovers now for each team.
I want to give the Snowbird fans a shout out. Watch them from home. The McKinley family. Also want to give a huge shout out to our biggest Snowbird fan, Cassie McComb. Watch them from home with the kids. Hope you guys are staying safe.
Daniel Jacobson now has it up top for the Snowbirds, working against Bramer. Jacobson probing the paint back up top to Tobias. He's going to loop a baseline pass to O'Connell. Three-pointer up short. Offensive rebound by Tobias. Snowbirds reload here with 1:35 left in the third quarter. Dribble handoff. Tobias driving in, kicks to Jacobson. Three-pointer up. Three-pointer is down the hatch for Daniel Jacobson. Don't look now, but we've got a one-point game. Snowbirds closing the gap to just one on the Daniel Jacobson made three-pointer. Eagles going to hoist a three, and it's in. Big-time answer for the Eagles as James Bunick drops in a three of his very own. And teams are going back and forth shot for shot right now, Nick. Jacobson's going to hoist and fire. Got it again. Daniel Jacobson with a 6-point run of his own, and we're going back and forth between the Eagles and Snowbirds. Stolen away by Nathan O'Connell. Once again, he's got a one-on-one, puts it up, and no good. Would have traveled had he not shot that, but Mitchell is there to secure the rebound for the Eagles. 40 seconds left in the quarter.
Just like you said earlier, Charles, this game is built on high-intensity strength, and
it certainly is, as Rex Bunick has it up top now for the Eagles. Daniel Jacobson guarding him. Bunick's going to put his head down, drive the lane, and scores it. It's 42-39. Snowbirds with it with 15 seconds left in the quarter. Jacobson and McKinley exchange places up top. 10 seconds left to go. Jacobson has it. He gets a screen from Wall.
What do you think, Snowbird fans? Can we get one off before time extends?
Jacobson puts it up, and no good before the clock and time expires in the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, we've got a 3-point affair. The Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles on top of the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds, 42-39. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter of this one. This should be a fun one. We'll be back after this from Gulf Gaylord.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality.
Now's the time to.
They do. Call them today.
All right, here we go. Fourth quarter is just seconds away from getting underway here. Lake Leelanau St. Mary up by 1 possession over the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds. Bramer has it over to Bunick. Inside it goes to Courtier. Courtier drop steps over the right shoulder, turns and fires and hits. It's a 5-point game now, courtesy of Courtier's basket, and Rex Bunick is going to be called for a foul against Daniel Jacobson on the far side of the floor. And it will be Charlie Cameron coming back in, replacing David Wall for the Snowbirds. .7:44 here in the final quarter of play. Nathan O'Connell is going to drive through, kick it out to Daniel Jacobson. He'll run up the floater, off the glass, no good. Mitchell boards and secures for the Eagles as Bramer has it, bringing it up the floor. 7 and 30 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Post entry pass to Mitchell. Mitchell turns against O'Connell, fouled, no good on the shot, but he'll go to the line for a pair. Eagles making a concerted effort to get the ball down into the post here as we begin this fourth quarter. They've had 2 possessions where the ball has touched the paint from that low block area. Nick, it seems like that's been their game plan here to start this final quarter.
Yeah.
This is Oliver Mitchell going to the free throw line for a pair. Mitchell in the game has 2 points, and this first shot is no good. Only player right now with 3 fouls is Luke Bramer, as Mitchell misses both at the free throw line. Cameron snares down the defensive rebound. Snowbirds dodge a bullet as they're still down by just 5 after 2 empty free throws by the Eagles. McKinley up top. He's going to get a screen from Charlie Cameron. McKinley going to run this one in. Jacobson shakes his man. He's working against Rex. And that's a good defensive possession there by Rex Bunick as the Snowbirds weren't able to execute that one. Luke Bramer now running through the lane, runs up the layup and has it for 2. And the lead is now back up to 7 after the Bramer layup. Jacobson now has it up top, guarded by Bramer. McKinley and him exchange. Jacobson shows and goes and throws it out of bounds. So the Snowbirds turn it over. This is a pivotal possession and point in this game right now. Eagles can make this a double-digit lead with a made 3-pointer. Snowbirds need a stop desperately. Key possession here with 6 and 30 seconds left to go in this final quarter.
Yeah, the Snowbirds just need to slow down just a little bit, relax, and find their rhythm again.
Bunick has it, and it's stolen away by Nathan O'Connell. He'll bring it up the floor by himself. O'Connell looking for some help. He's going to go into Mitchell. No good. And coming out of there with it is Luke Bramer. He crosses over. Loose ball. He's got it. Finds Mitchell. Mitchell Euro steps through the lane. Puts up a wild shot. No good. McKinley boards, and the Snowbirds have it. Just trying to settle things down right now here in this game. Under 6 minutes to play. Jacobson drives. Dishes it to Cameron. Cameron goes up. Has it swatted, but is fouled. And Charlie Cameron is going to go to the free throw line for a pair. That foul is called on Oliver Mitchell for the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. And Mitchell, that is his second personal foul. It's a 7-point game right now. Head coach for the Eagles, Jim Bunick, is trying to get an explanation from one of our officials. Officials tonight are William Labsing, Dave Smeltzer, and Gary John. They're conferencing right now at the three-point line. And here's the shot coming up. It's Charlie Cameron going to the free throw line. He'll have 2 shots. And he gets a friendly roll off the iron. Back to a 2-possession game right now. Got a official stepping in here. Not entirely sure what's going on down on the floor right now. It'll be Cameron with the 2nd and 2 free throws, looking to make it a 5-point game, and he does just that.
I think the official was telling number 15 in the white that was, well, what he did in our player's face was not supposed to happen.
I mean, I think there was that. I think there were some words exchanged there, Nick, as well. Obviously, we can't hear because we got these big headphones on. As the Eagles go inside, and there's a foul against Quinton Tobias, trying to break up the pass down low. And for Tobias, that's probably a really good foul because if Cody Courtier catches that pass, it's an easy basket for the Eagles.
Yeah. Get the Snowbirds again. You got to be really careful on the fouls here.
Inside it goes to Courtier. He's trying to drop his shoulder and gets a nice touch off the window for 2. And the Eagles' lead goes back up to 7. Courtier has 2 post-up scores here in this game in the 4th quarter that they've needed, and he's delivered. This time, that's Josh Bunick getting the steal, and head coach Jim Bunick is going to take a timeout and try to settle down his Eagle crew. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here as, well, I wanted to give one more shout out here before we have an opportunity to really settle in for the stretch run of this game to the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. I got to give a shout out to Traverse City. Flew in there last night, and the runway was cleared after getting absolutely pounded by a heavy snowstorm. So the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport is your place to fly in and out of northern Michigan, whether you're coming or going. Make those holiday getaway plans through Traverse City TVC right now to get out of the weather, see your friends and family, or just get a much-needed getaway courtesy of Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, offering airline services from Sun Country, United, American, Delta, Allegiant.
We do also want to give one more shout-out to Jessica Elkhorn.
Yes.
She is working tonight, so we want to give her a shout-out because she is part of our Next Level crew.
That's right. Inside it goes to Courtier, and he's got it. What a sideline out-of-bounds pass drawn up by the Eagles, and Cody Courtier has 6 points here in the final quarter. Little dribble handoff for the Snowbirds up top. Nathan O'Connell shuffles it over to McKinley. Snowbirds offense has kind of hit a wall here in this quarter. Tobias now up top to McKinley. He's going to fire from 3. No good, off the rim. Rebounded by Bunick. And the Eagles can go up by double digits here with a hoop. McKinley screened up top. Here comes Bramer down the lane. No good, fouled on the floor. And this will be against, it's on Daniel Jacobson. It's called on the ground. It should be the 3rd team foul against the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds.
It wasn't on Daniel. Hogan is saying it was on him.
Okay, so it was on Hogan McKinley. The foul happened just inside the 3-point line. Bramer started his gather just after he was fouled. So it'll be baseline out of bounds for the Eagles. They go to Courtier, up top to Bunick. Guarded by O'Connell. Snowbirds switch the ball screen. Bramer now looks at a 3-pointer but pulls it back out. McKinley switches to O'Connell. O'Connell gets the deflection against Bramer, and the Eagles turn it over. Hogan McKinley is down on the floor. Bramer hit him with a pass trying to save it that caught him below the belt. And looks like we're going to go ahead and take a timeout as Hogan McKinley tries to gather himself on the baseline and kind of find his bearings after taking that one where you don't want to take that one. And we'll be back in 30 seconds after this.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
It's like watching The Longest Yard movie going, oh my gosh, it hurts so bad.
Yeah, well, Hogan McKinley's probably not laughing after that one. He took it off where you don't want to take it. But he did get the turnover, by the way, so the Snowbirds forced a stop. They have it coming back here. It's Quentin Tobias crossing over, and it's stolen away by Luke Bramer. Bramer is going to get this one into the front court and set up shop for the Eagles. Bramer now stepping into a three-pointer, hoist, fires, and buries it. And for the first time in this game, the Eagles have their first double-digit lead. They're up 53-41. Daniel Jacobson now trying to penetrate out to Tobias. He's driving down the baseline. Hammer pass to Cooper McKinley. Sets, fires short from three. Bramer rebounds. And the Eagles are 20 seconds closer to pulling out this victory after that defensive stop. Over now in the corner to Josh Bunick. Post up to Courtier. Courtier going over that right shoulder, puts it up, fouled by Cameron, and Courtier will go to the free throw line. And every time the Eagles have needed a good, solid possession, it's been a post touch for Cody Courtier in this fourth quarter. And he's been their go-to guy here down the stretch, Nick.
Yeah, he has. He's been lighting it up so far with three-pointers. He's just been maintaining the floor.
A rock, if you will. A stabilizing force of this Eagle offense as Courtier knocks in the first of two free throws. Checking into the game for the Eagles is Oliver Mitchell. He'll replace Josh Bunick. Right now, Courtier is sitting at 12 points in the game.
We also have McKinley back in the game.
And this free throw is no good. Rebounded by Nathan O'Connell. Snowbirds down by 13. Need to get this offense in high gear if they want to make a comeback. Daniel Jacobson over to O'Connell. Three-pointer up is good. Nathan O'Connell buries the three-pointer, and it's a 10-point game now as O'Connell is in double digits for the Snowbirds. This is James Bunick now pulling it out up top for the Eagles, guarded by O'Connell. Over to Mitchell it goes. Post up, touch, Luke Bramer against Daniel Jacobson. And we've got a foul called against Cameron here for the Snowbirds. This will be the third personal foul actually the fourth personal foul, and that puts the Eagles in the penalty. So they'll be shooting two free throws the rest of the way here as Luke Bramer heads to the charity stripe for a pair. Luke Bramer at the free throw line. Jim gets quiet as a church mouse, and he misses the first of two. It's a 10-point lead right now, which means it's a 4-point game either way, make or miss, or 4-score game, make or miss here on this free throw. Bramer's second is no good. Rebounded by O'Connell. Snowbirds quickly advance it up the floor. McKinley dishes to Jacobson. Jacobson now probing the paint. Over to O'Connell. Up top to McKinley. Now back to Jacobson. He's going to drive in. Jacobson scoop layup is good. And the Snowbirds quickly cut it to 8. It's a 3-score game off the Jacobson layup. 54-46. Eagles trying to hang on here to this 8-point lead. And that should be an over and back violation. It is. Eagles turn it over. So 2 empty possessions here for the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. 2 missed free throws and then a turnover.
Well done by Cooper McKinley and Daniel Jacobson to force that turnover.
And the Eagles right now leaving a sliver of hope for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds to mount a late fourth quarter comeback. It's an 8-point game right now. Eagles up After the Snowbirds stormed out of the gates in the third quarter, they cut this to a 2-point game. The Eagles then fought back to rebuild this lead. It was at most a 12-point game. Right now it sits at 8. And, well, we've got roughly 2 minutes to determine who comes out victorious of this one here. Charles Strail, Nick Wenzel, Andy Bazinski from Lake Leelanau, Michigan. The Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles hosting the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds. While we have an opportunity to do so, we want to thank all of our fine sponsors here this evening for allowing this game to be broadcast. Although we are not live, we will be posting this game after the fact. We want to give a shout out to Schultz's Marathon Party Store, J&J Construction, the Gaylord Eye Care Center, Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, Gaylord Jimmy John's for making this game possible for you to be watching wherever you're watching from.
Boy, I tell you what, when it's cold out, I can't wait for that hot slice of pizza to come right to me.
That's right, Nick.
For those out there, if you're looking for a hot slice of pizza, go see Pat Schultz at the #1 party store in the world, Schultz Party Store.
Once again, our sponsor, Schultz Marathon Party Store, J&J Construction, the Gaylord Eye Care Center, Gaylord Jimmy John's, Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, making this game possible. And Schultz Marathon Party Store. Like you said, Nick Hogan McKinley up top. Daniel Jacobson's coming off a screen, setting fire from 3. No good. Bramer boards the rebound, and the Eagles have it with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the final quarter.
Snowbirds just need to be smart here and not foul.
Bunix has it stolen by Jacobson. 2-on-2 break. Jacobson sets some fires from 3. Short off the front iron. No good. There's a held ball. Actually, a loose ball foul called against Daniel Jacobson, and that's an unfortunate foul because that will put Luke Bramer to the free throw line. Snowbirds with no fouls to give, and Luke Bramer will be shooting 2. Jacobson was short on the three-pointer, tried to get the held ball possession arrow tie-up, didn't get the call, and that's going to bite the Snowbirds here because the Eagles will now have Bramer on the free throw line shooting a pair of free throws.
Yeah.
So the Eagles turned it over. Snowbirds missed the 3, and Bramer secured the board and now is at the free throw line where he makes the first of 2. Checking in is Oliver Mitchell. He will be replacing Josh Bunick for the Eagles. They now have a 9-point lead. It'll be a 3-score game either way. Actually, if he makes it, it'll be a 4-score game. This is a big shot here. Bramer's shot is good, so it is now a 4-possession game. 56-46 as McKinley crosses the timeline. Under 2 to go. Nathan O'Connell has it up top, guarded by Mitchell. O'Connell dribble hands off to Jacobson. Jacobson spins in the lane, up top to McKinley. McKinley's going to drive on his man, puts up the floater, no good. McKinley trying to get that offensive board, can't snag it. The Eagles now have it, stolen away by McKinley in the backcourt. Over to Jacobson. Jacobson puts his shoulder down and puts it in. It's an 8-point game. Eagles trying to salt this one away for the victory. Cody Curtier in the backcourt finds his teammate James Bunick. Bunick now almost has it stolen away by Nathan O'Connell. There's 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining. It's a 3-score game. Eagles trying to hold on here as best they can.
You know what they say, Charles. It ain't over till it's over.
Who says that?
Oh, I started a thing.
Okay.
Me and Hogan started that last week. We said it ain't over until it's over.
Rex Bunick inbounds it, gets it over to Luke Bramer. Bramer fouled by Daniel Jacobson. That'll be Jacobson's 5th personal foul. And Daniel Jacobson maybe out of frustration there, trying to get the back tap steal as he'll check out of the game and head to the bench for the Snowbirds. His final scoring tally, he'll go down in the scorebooks with 22 points for the Snowbirds. The leading scorer in the game on both sides tonight was Daniel Jacobson, but he has just fouled out.
Yeah, you hate to see that. And you got your family right here in the stands watching you. It's just, that's a bummer.
Luke Bramer will go to the free throw line. He will make the first free throw to make it a 3. Well, it was a 3-score game, still a 3-score game. Eagles up by 9 with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. Bramer with 16 to lead all Eagle scorers right now.
Here comes the younger brother, 14, Joe Jacobson.
That's right, Joe Jacobson, the 5th quarter rule, getting some action in the JV game and in the varsity game here. Luke Bramer now spins it, looking to make it a 10-point affair. Can't do so. Rebounded by Tobias. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go here for the Snowbirds. Charlie Cameron has it in the paint. Dribble hands off to O'Connell. He has it swiped away. There's a scrum for it on the floor. Hell ball possession arrow will favor the Snowbirds. There's 1 minute left to go in the game. It's a 3-score, 9-point advantage for the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles. Lake Leelanau St. Mary doing a great job here in this second half of just making timely baskets when they've needed to make those timely baskets to stave off this St. Mary second half push. And this one is turned over out of bounds, and it'll be Eagle basketball. Great job by James Bunick over there, applying heavy pressure on the sideline to force the turnover.
Looks like we have David Wall in the game, as well as number 20.
This is Luke Bramer bringing it up the court. He'll break the Snowbird pressure by himself. He's guarded by David Wall. Bunick up top to his. We had an inadvertent whistle here. There's an inadvertent whistle right now, and the Eagles will have it here, sideline out of bounds. They inbound this one on the far side to Rex Bunick. He'll bring it across the timeline over to Courtier. Eagles right now just trying to run off as much clock as possible. Snowbirds trying to get a steal and a quick bucket. Swung over to the far side to Josh Bunick. He'll drive against newly inserted into the game for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds.
If you're a Snowbird, you got to be real careful here at the end of the quarter.
Yep, you're absolutely right. This is Josh Bunick over to Courtier, and we're under 10 seconds remaining in the game. Doesn't look like the Snowbirds are going to foul here, as the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles are going to come out of here with a 9-point victory over the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds. It was a well-played and hard-fought game coming down for 4 quarters. In this one, the Snowbirds cut it to 2. Eagles bump the lead back up to 12, and the Eagles come out of here with a 9-point victory when it's all said and done, when the dust has settled. Nick, your final thoughts here as the Snowbirds fall short by 9.
Oh, man, it was just a hard-fought game. Just fell short.
They fell short. Leading scorer for the Snowbirds was Daniel Jacobson with 22. Leading scorer for the Lake Leelanau St. Mary Eagles was Luke Bramer with 16. So for all of us here at Next Level Broadcasting, we thank you for tuning in and watching this presentation of high school basketball. For all of our sponsors, we say thank you once again to Schultz Marathon Party Store, the Gaylord Eye Care Center, Gaylord Jimmy John's, J&J Construction, to Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport for making this game watchable and, well, making it easy for you to watch from the comfort of wherever you find comfort. For myself, Nick Wenzel, Andy Bazinski, and finally, last but not least, we want to give a shout-out to our friends at Golf Gaylord, Daniel Jacobson and family.
Tony Jacobson in the house tonight.
Over at Golf Gaylord. Daniel Jacobson is our hardest-working player of the game here for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds tonight. So all of our sponsors making this game possible for you to watch, we say thank you. Until next time, everyone, we'll be back December 10th when the Snowbirds go on the road once again to take on the Bel Air Eagles on this coming Tuesday night. That'll be a Ski Valley Conference game and a big one nonetheless. So for everyone here of our production crew, we say thank you. Until next time, everyone, good night.